Thank you.
Why you dragging that
I knew you were. Spike told me when we was growing up that if I drug my leg, I could get more girls. And it didn't work. But I kept the drag. But that is a historical piece, y'all, and I will do 7 minutes. That is a historical piece. Where my walk came from was the fact that when I had holes in the bottom of my foot and I had to put cardboard in it, you couldn't walk like this. You had to get that slide, you know. That's a piece of history, you know. Don't get rid of us yet. You might be sliding pretty soon. Let me just go some statistics real quick. First, you know, let me just thank everyone. Al, for your energy, and everyone who is here, the people out in the halls with information, and we should see that. And I'm just so grateful because it's been a long time coming, y'all. The last time I saw something like this was in the 1966 when we were making some changes out in the streets and stuff. So we got to keep this going. Let me just say, I'm going to say, because you said this, Spike, between 65 and 85% of American children live in a single-parent household. Most of them headed by mothers rather than the fathers. Now, I have where this came from, so don't think I'm just throwing this out. A third of all black men have some relationship with the criminal justice system. That means we go out right now and to do what is in our right to do, to rebel against treatment that is not good for us or our people. A third of the men, if they're out there, they can take them right off the street because they have violated their parole. Now think about where we're at, y'all. These things, it's not just what has happened, but it's laws that have been put in place. 3% of Minnesota's population is African American, but 37% of the Minnesota prisons population have our black people in them. The national states pending more than 1.2 million nonviolent prisoners. What I'm saying here is that there's more people in prison than it is getting aid to be a better person. That's what our world feels about us. The war on drugs, which has been going on, y'all, since 1888. The war on drugs. If you would take any program, business, and look at the outcome and what has happened with the war on drugs, they wouldn't have a war on drugs. When I went through treatment 37 years ago and never had what they call a slip, when I went through treatment, the same thing today, if I had done what I did to go through treatment, then I would have gone to jail versus being a person who's paying quite a bit of taxes, who's working every day, who hope is changing lives of others. I'm saying this because the context is that we keep saying them. 2/3 of African Americans admitted to substance abuse treatment are abusing alcohol or cocaine or marijuana. And we know who they are. We as a community. I'm coming a little different. I'm coming straight with Spike, and Lisa said it too in a way, and that is because I'm going to end up where the my question is going to be, where does the responsibility lie? People go to jail because cocaine is cocaine, y'all. I know it. That's my field. When Judge Alexander questioned that on 60 Minutes, they made sure she never became a Superior Court judge. We never got out there to say anything about it. But yet and still she was questioning a substance that was the same, but it was sending us to jail much longer. What is our responsibility? Well, one of the things we got to do is look at our household. Only 50 years ago, you had a mother and father in the black household. You had 75% of household had a mother and father in the household. 50 years ago, only 50 years ago, black men and women, 95% graduated from high school with a degree that would allow them to go to college. 80% of them went to college for at least 1 year. What is our responsibility? Roxanne said it's about leadership. I think some people felt when she said it's about leadership that meant some of us, if you were past 50 or whatever the case is, it was time for you to move out of the way. That wasn't what Roxanne was talking about. She was talking about leadership with regards to what is our responsibility. Are we sleeping through a revolution? Is it a revolution going on right now and we choose not to wake up? Have our dreams turned into nightmares? Has our stars become stars? Has our stars become scars? I believe we're sleeping through a revolution because we have chose to give someone else the responsibility to raise our community. I believe that someone else who do not care about us is determining because we have allowed it to happen to what is happening to us. There's a book called Good to Great. And a part of that book in Good to Great is who's on the bus. I want you to think about it. Who's on the bus? Who's on our community bus? Who's on our family bus? If the people on the bus are lazy, lackadaisical, have no leadership, don't really care for you, it's time to get them off the bus. Amen. I think the legislators are here, the politicians, I think the media that's here. What I'm saying is time to get on the bus. Yes. And not in the back of the bus. I thank you very much.